Okay, this is the hydroponic system. This is growing plants in a water medium. And step back here and give you a little bit larger view of what we're talking about. This is probably about a 150 gallon tank. It's actually a watering trough that comes from like a local Tractor Supply. It's kind of nice though, so I thought it would work good. Basically, it's the trough. Right now, we just have water in here. I've not added any fish or anything. Waiting on a testing kit to make sure the water is right before we actually put in any fish or anything. On the wall is a frame, and the wall is lined with plastic on the back here. Several layers just to be safe. The top beam sort of sets off a little bit so you can really hang it and not be on the wall. Up top we have a PVC, just has a few holes drilled every 2.5, 3 inches maybe. And there's a pipe, which all this is just roughed in right now. Everything will be neatened up. Pipe just comes down back to the pump with the aerator and a water warmer. We got to keep the water pretty much, around 65, 70, 75 degrees. Plants and fish, pretty much like humans. Pretty much same temperature, lighting. On top of the plastic, this is just like a landscaping fabric. And it's just on the wall. Then these are little shoe racks that come from, I think, Lowe's or Home Depot. They were kind of cool because they were bright colors. The way this one just worked out, 3 hung in it pretty good. There's about 20 pockets in each one. In the pockets, you actually fill it in with, these are little beads that are for beanbag chairs. So you fill them about 90% with the little styrofoam, then you pull your little plant plugs and just put them in there. And then the water comes down, and as it drains through, and what it's doing is it's oxygenating itself. These are some little lettuces that were just put in yesterday, but they're perking up already. I just started setting this system up. Some Gerber daisies. See how the water spills down. We put the tomatoes up top. They still may get moved, but we were thinking this is about 8 foot up, so they're gonna grow and sort of vine down. The fruit will make them a little heavy, be easier to pick. We have strawberries right now here in the middle. A few little spinaches went in, but they were looking pretty tired when they went in, so I don't know if they're gonna make it or not. We're gonna change those up, maybe put a little more in. I think the lettuces are going to do really good. So the idea is pretty much grow lettuces, tomatoes, cucumbers, herbs, spices, pretty much anything that's like an above ground vegetable should do well here, as long as the chemicals are kept right. The plants take care of the fish, and the fish take care of the plants. So basically, the fish, they're not in here at the moment, but when the fish go in, they'll poop in the water. The poop will build up nitrogen or nitrate in the water, and it becomes toxic for the fish. So the pumping system carries the water up, spilling it down through the plants and their root system. The plants will take that fish poop and make fertilizer out of it, causing the plants to grow very fast, twice as fast as you're going to get in any other gardening system. As the water comes down, it's filtered, it's oxygenated even more. It's running water. As it runs, and then what is going back into the tank now should be clean, healthy water, making the fish nice and happy. Right now, it's just a solo cup in there. These are just some different plants just to see how they're going to work. Some running philodendron, some petunias, some Irish moss. This is Lithodoria. It's blue, but it's really cool because up here on top we have LED lighting. The LED lighting is light emitting diodes. It's low energy. I think these are pulling 4 watts, and it equals like a 100-watt grow bulb. There's 2 of them up here, so it should make up for the extra sun. It's a pretty sunny area here, so it gets a good bit of light. So that's just some supplement, and it really makes the plants look like they just sort of glow, or everything is very iridescent. Anyway, vertical gardening, very nice for the house. It cleans the air. It puts oxygen in the air. It's a really nice sound with the running water. You could use a timer to where it maybe ran for 30 minutes and then kicked off for 30 minutes. You just really want to keep the roots wet and supple. They're being loaded nutrients right now through the an aquaponics mix that I have that goes in basically per gallon. But I'm waiting on a testing kit to get the water chemicals right before I can introduce any fish yet. Alright guys, these are really cool. This is my take on it. It's not my idea. Someone else had come up with vertical gardens. This is just my way of putting one in. Enjoy.